and I'm a certified swimming instructor with AquaMobile.
Let's do a recap of our last lesson where we learned how to do front and back glides. The most important thing to remember during both is to keep a streamlined body position. On the front, extend your arms straight forward, keep your chin to your chest, and stretch your legs out as far as you can behind you in the water, keeping your toes pointed throughout. Remember to blow bubbles through your mouth and nose as you do your front glide. On the back, keep your arms straight down by your sides, with your chin tilted slightly back and eyes looking up at the ceiling. Make sure to keep your hips and stomach up and in line with the rest of your body so that your legs don't sink down to the floor. Remember that you can always start these skills with assistance or with the use of an aid like a flutter board, and then move on to doing them on your own. We're ready to move on to our next lesson, kicking. Let's start by sitting down on the edge of the pool. Extend your legs as straight as possible with your toes pointed. Now, start to kick with small kicks, making little splashes at the top of the water. You should be kicking from your hip, making sure that your knees are not bending intentionally as you do this. Allow for a slight knee bend as a result of the water pushing on your feet. It is very important that your toes are pointed and not flexed. Hop into the pool now and turn to hold on to the wall. Grab onto the wall with both hands and extend your legs out behind you and practice that kick from the wall. Remember, keep your legs as straight as possible with only a slight knee bend as a result from the kick initiated from the hip. Keep your toes pointed and keep your kicks small and fast. Ideally, you should strive to have your legs extended all the way behind you so that they make small splashes at the top of the water. When you get the hang of this, practice blowing bubbles underwater with your whole face submerged while still holding onto the wall. Lastly, try this out with the assistance of an instructor or an aid. Grab onto an aid like a noodle or flutter board and try to kick. Remember that the aid is not as stable as the wall, so pushing down on an aid too hard will result in a loss of balance. Focus on extending your arms forward instead, much like a front glide, and try not to place a lot of downward pressure on the aid that you are using. That's it for kicking. Well done! Now you want to make sure that you practice to master that kicking. Then, when you are ready to move on, check out Lesson 5 in our Adult Learn to Swim series. See you then!
Check out our whole library of Learn to Swim videos and be sure to subscribe for even more great videos from AquaMobile. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the water.